I'm getting married in a couple of weeks, and I'd really, really appreciate it if you could go to my wedding. It would mean a lot to me.
I'm flattered that you would want me to be there, but I would be uncomfortable going to the reception.
I mean, if you're going to my wedding, I don't see the problem. I mean, you could just stay for a little while. It doesn't matter. There's a lot of people there. It's really important to me.
I hear that it's very important to you, Richard, but I know that the relationship that we've had this past few months has been a professional level, and I think that going to your reception puts a different relationship. It's more of a dual relationship. In other words, I'm starting to interact with your family and your friends, and we've maintained a very professional relationship here, and I think that would inhibit what we have here.
So how do you think Suzanne handled her client, Richard?
I think that was very fair. That, it shows involvement, shows interest in the client, that you're willing to go to the ceremony and willing to be present to kind of witness it. But then, to me, it would seem it would get kind of sticky if you go to the reception and you start meeting friends and you start meeting other people that know them and, that kind of thing. So that part of it's sort of avoided. So I think that was pretty fair.
I think that one thing you have to do and take into consideration is the cultural aspect of it. If she was to decline, I'd be offended. If I was the client.
But I don't think that should be my motivation for going to your reception. You're being offended by me not attending. So in my eyes, I felt like John was saying that I felt like going to the ceremony was putting myself out there for him and being there for him and supporting him on his special day. However, I needed to draw the line and draw a boundary of me not going to the reception.
So might you ever be willing to reconsider some of the ways you approach the situation because of the client's culture? That maybe by saying no, the consequences are such that it would really be, as Richard is saying, very offensive to him.
I think I might feel odd, though, as the therapist, especially if he's discussed family members with me before. Maybe I conflict with some family members, and then I have to meet those people. I think I'd be uncomfortable.
I would be very comfortable because I am comfortable with my particular culture, and I understand the Latino culture, so I wouldn't have a problem with it. I would see it as an opportunity to maybe expand my knowledge about Richard.
Remember when we talked about there's no one right answer sometimes. Some of you may feel more comfortable and better declining. Some of you might say you could handle it and choose to go. Some of you could say, I could handle it, but I prefer not going. And some of you might say yes to certain clients, but no to other clients. And I think that's always an issue.
All those factors have to be played and calculated in. So I would hope you're not too quick to decide for all of you, once and for all, this is how we're going to be. Because I'm going to say good luck. It's going to keep coming up time and again, where you really have to take each situation and think about it, reflect on it. What might be best in this situation right now